Lincoln Riley hates 7-on-7, and he's got a good reason as to why. We're going to talk about it after the bumper.
What do you mean you don't subscribe to my son's YouTube channel?
Mama, no!
Just snap the damn ball, RJ.
What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button because I upload a video every single day. So it's OU related, college football related, sports related. We have a good time. And today, I want to talk about Lincoln Riley and him not liking 7-on-7. Now, first, let's take a listen to Lincoln Riley talking about why he doesn't like 7-on-7.
Like, for me, like, I get sick of 7-on-7. Like, 7-on-7 drives me crazy. I mean, to me, we used to, back in the day at Texas Tech, man, we would do 7-on-7 for 40, 45 minutes straight. And now, at Oklahoma, we probably do 7-on-7 5-6 minutes a day. And that's it. And we don't even do it every day because, to me, in the game, this day and age, with all the play action, all the movements, quarterbacks having to moving around, RPOs, all that good stuff, to me, 7-on-7, there's a place for it, but I don't know that it really applies. And to me, sometimes it can teach some bad habits too, especially from the quarterback position. So back on our drills, we said, all right, we're going to revamp our drills. And we made everything movement-based and made everything trying to make the quarterback uncomfortable. The thought process being, these guys grow up getting enough comfortable throws. Just standing there, throwing from the pocket, 7-on-7, no rush, this and that. They get plenty of that.
Okay, so one of the things that I found to be interesting in what Riley was saying at his coach's clinic was, I want my quarterbacks to be uncomfortable. I want them to make uncomfortable throws because they get enough of making comfortable throws. And this has been a huge knock on 7-on-7 and 7-on-7 tournaments. Problem with this is 7-on-7 does serve a pretty great purpose for your running backs and for your wide receivers and your tight ends, even your defensive backs. Not so much your linebackers, I think. But you get an opportunity to go one-on-one versus each other, and you don't have to hit each other. Now, for quarterbacks, it doesn't really serve much of a purpose for the reasons that Riley pointed out, which are, look, how are you going to get all day to throw? And also, you're not going to have to throw over the top of defensive linemen that are trying to kill you and come for your kidneys. You're not going to have to try to dodge outside linebackers who are trying to split you from spleen to sphincter. No, I want my quarterbacks to be able to move around. I want them to feel uncomfortable, get comfortable with feeling uncomfortable. I'll give you this example. We could point to Kyler Murray, but Kyler Murray is a magician, and we know this. We can point to Baker Mayfield, but Baker Mayfield was accurate and a magician, and we know this. But I'm going to go with Texas A&M quarterback Kellen Mond. Why? Because I watched that dude pass for 330 yards in one half of football against Brent Venables' Clemson defense because he was really good at making things happen when he was uncomfortable. And you could see that with guys like Trevor Lawrence and even Tua Tagovailoa to a point. When the pocket is clean, they are excellent, just like most quarterbacks. We know from analytics that most of the throws that quarterbacks get to make come from a clean pocket. 70% of them, actually. But when you can muddy the pocket, when you can make it difficult for these guys to throw, their passer rating goes down by about 30 points. Now, the guys that are still over in the NFL 100 in their passer rating end up winning Super Bowls. Like Ben Roethlisberger sucks on the run. We know this. He's fat, looks kind of lazy, he's chubby. Don't really have a whole lot of good things to say about Ben Roethlisberger as a person either, but when the pocket's breaking down, he can make something happen. And that's one of the reasons why the Pittsburgh Steelers are always in contention to win. Same thing with Tom Brady. He knows what to do with the football when it is not going his way. He's going to get you open. And I find that Lincoln Riley saying we only spend 5 to 6 minutes throwing 7-on-7 also indicates that they spend a lot of time basically running around their quarterbacks and saying, hey, when all goes to hell, this is what I expect you to do. This is what I expect the offense to do. This is how we're going to get out of this. And you could keep saying, hey, look, I'm glad I clicked the thumbnail so that RJ could tell me that, Lincoln Riley's right because Lincoln Riley's, the best offensive play caller, in football. And he's the best quarterbacks coach in football. Good job, RJ. Appreciate that. No, look, it's about the details, right? What did he not say? He didn't say that they don't do 7-on-7. He just said that he was not going to do 45 minutes of it like he did at Texas Tech. Now, also, he pointed to the way the game has changed with what he said, RPOs. Even remember the pop pass was destroying people. No longer are you really thinking about football in the terms you were thinking about it when Lincoln Riley was at Texas Tech, which was nearly 15 years ago at this point. So keeping up with the evolution of the game and trying to stay ahead of the game also means maybe dialing down some drills and implementing new drills, especially when Lincoln Riley was getting into coaching, there was no such thing as targeting. Okay? Helmet to helmet, still kind of did it. Wasn't great. All right? The game is getting safer. The game is getting faster. And you're seeing dudes that used to play offensive football play more defensive football because you need to have more speed and more size on the defensive side of the ball because you're at a disadvantage. I find all this to be interesting and one of the things to watch as we get geared up for Oklahoma in particular, but college football and its preseason. All right, that is it for me. Deuces.